Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast. We're here with Luis Mercado, man,
AKA How to Catch a Cheater.
And Life Lesson Luis.
There you
hey,
go.
Let's get into it, guys. We got a good show. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a special guest in the house, but quick announcement before we get into it, we got a really good interview for you guys here. Patreon.com/FreshFit. You guys are going to get all the behind-the-scenes exclusive content to include that annoying girl that I kicked out yesterday. Go ahead and check us out over there. Also, we put up exclusive content out there where I answer questions. You get all the videos from the last year at the $20 tier. And the $5 tier, you get everything from 2020. $20 tier, you get everything for 2020 and 2021. Pretty much everything's unlocked.
And Zoom
you
calls
get all
too.
the kickouts. Yes, and then we have the Zoom calls for the 200 tier. And for the 200 tier and the 100 tier. But I will say this, guys. We're going to have a Zoom call once we hit 1,000 patrons. We're almost there. As a special thank you to everyone, regardless of your tier. So,
we have some top tier Zoom calls for the actual Instagram course that are going to be fire.
Yes. Speaking of which, DMs on Demand System is out right now, guys. DMsOnDemandSystem.com, the #1 Instagram dating course in the world. Teach you guys how to take pictures, Instagram stories, posts, hashtags, how to run ads to get girls, everything. Pretty much make your Instagram account.
We have over
be on
20
steroids.
modules and then 10 plus Zoom calls in there for question and answers. That's incredible, guys.
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff, man. Probably one of the most robust Instagram courses on the web. And then also, guys, we're on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Every single platform you listen to podcasts, we are there. Just make sure you wear headphones so you don't get fired from your job. And then also, FreshFitPodcastStore.com to get the sweaters, T-shirts, everything is all there. To include the legendary I Feel Like shirt, because that's every girl's response when you tell them a fact. And then Fresh Fit Clips. Also, guys, check us out over there where you guys can see the best and the funniest parts of the show, man. And then also, Fresh, you want to talk about your vlog channel?
Guys, for vlog channel, man. Almost 50K, man. Guys, I need like 100 more subs to get 50K. So shout out to y'all, man. Support the channel.
Get them there to 50K. And then Chris, you want to talk about your Twitch channel?
Yes, guys, 1 second, the door was there. But, guys, find me on Twitch, I'm Aaron Poxton. I will do a post show and the pre-show stream with the girls. Let's get it.
Cool.
All
right. And then you guys can see Hero in the back. I don't know why this nigga here. I don't like him like that, but that's all of the story.
Oh, Trey's here.
Yeah. Oh, shit. So, shout out to 50K. Trey just walked in the building.
50K Trey.
Hey, okay. So, with that said, man, we got a special guest in the house, man. This is actually really, really a good show that we got planned for y'all because we met Luis in LA when we were last out there. Really good guy, great guy. We know who you are, but the audience might not know who you are. Can you please introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, bro. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know me, I came on YouTube back in 2016. I came out with this show that just kind of blew up called To Catch a Cheater. Kind of lately modeled after To Catch a Predator, but, when we were catching couples cheating. So the shit went viral. My very first ever YouTube video I ever did 12 million views. And I think I've just been the king of making viral content since.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
12 million views?
12
Damn.
that's
12 million
bro.
views, man. It's a story. It's a story, bro.
Tell us about that.
All right, so the whole premise of the channel, for those of you guys who don't know, is a guy and a girl, if a couple are dating, a guy wants to put his girl to the test to see if she's faithful, or vice versa. A girl wants to put her boyfriend to the test to see if he's faithful. We'll hire some model, some real cute girl, some Instagram models to go flirt with the guy just to see how he behaves when no one's watching. And then we record it. You'll know the show because it's a split screen. You see the couple reacting to it. So the girlfriend's sitting down, watching the footage of her boyfriend getting hit on, and just hoping that he passes. And that's the idea, you know what I mean?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You could test your partner at any point in time, but they would never know.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Keep them on their toes.
I said set up like men.
That's dangerous, bro.
Yeah, that is dangerous.
Because what guy isn't gonna want to smash?
Yeah.
That's a setup, bro.
Yeah. It is a setup.
Yeah, bro. So
Which is why you should be honest with your girl. Tell her straight up, hey, man, I'm going to be smashing other girls, bro, so she can't play that dumb game with you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't cap.
But, so when did you guys start that channel?
2016.
2016.
So actually, no, 2015, I made my first video, but I didn't have to catch a cheater. So it was just like an idea that we had for this one-off idea that we did. It came from my roommate, as a matter of fact. because his girlfriend. Oh man, this is how it started actually.
Okay.
So the origin.
Let's go down.
Tell us.
So I had this roommate. He had this girl that was super flirtatious, and if you guys ever come around girls like this, like, made me uncomfortable because she'd come over. She's Colombian. She'd sit down. Ay, ¿cómo estás, Luis? And she puts her hands on my thighs, and I'm like, hey, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's watching. He's like in the kitchen. Like,
Cálmate.
yeah. And then, she left one day, and we were giving him a lot of shit, saying, hey, bro, it's not the kind of girl you take serious.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, she's not like that. I'm like, of course she is. You kidding me? And then he's like, no, she wouldn't do that. I'm like, I bet you if we had like the kind of guys that she's into, we had the right kind of guy approach her, had a nice car and everything, I bet you she won't even mention that she has a boyfriend. Like, she'll just leave it out of the conversation because that's what girls do. They're a little bit
Facts.
more discreet about it.
Facts.
And he goes, no, she won't do it. And then everyone there was giving him crap about it, So we just kept doing it. I'm like, watch, I'm going to set it up, and then I'm going to record it just so you can watch. And then it kind of like hit me as I said, oh man, his reaction would be so funny to that. I should record that too. So I called my buddy and I said, hey, I have this idea because he's been trying to get me to do YouTube. I was an actor before. I'm still technically a SAG actor.
What actor?
SAG?
SAG in the union.
Oh.
I've done TV shows and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was doing before To Catch a Cheater. I was an actor.
All right, we'll get into that right after. Tell this story, and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah, so then, he wimped out the day before we were going to do it. I found a girl, had a big ass, and he wimped out on it. So we ended up doing it with my other buddy. And they tested him. He was a big gym guy, very airheaded, not the brightest guy in the world. Didn't suspect a thing. This girl came up to him, starts talking to him, starts touching his arms, and he's a personal trainer. He's like, yeah, let's hang out. And she's like, well, would you be down to hang out even outside of working out? Yeah, of course. He's just like, yeah, just dumber than hell.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Then
But what about your friend and this Colombian girl?
Oh no, he didn't do it. They broke up. She ended up being the kind of girl we said, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, you couldn't get on video though?
Yeah, because he knew that we are gonna put it on YouTube. That's why he got scared. Yeah, he backed out.
You said, hell no, bro. I'm about to get walk of shame.
Yeah. So then,
man.
that first video, my buddy uploaded to a channel, just some random YouTube channel he had called ATSTDT, some random name, 12 million views.
Wow.
I moved to Atlanta to do this TV show. I was gone for like 4 months. Came back to LA. I was still doing acting, and then it was almost a year later before I actually started To Catch a Cheater. Just because I tried doing another video, we created this fake Tinder account, and we had this really hot girl matching with like these 5'0" dudes. And then what we were gonna do, the whole setup was like, she was gonna go on these dates with these guys. They're gonna be blown away. She's hot. She was really hot.
Yeah.
And her ex-boyfriend was going to be showing up. His name's Terrence. He's my friend. He used to be a bodyguard at the strip club. He's like 7 foot. The dude's big.
Shit.
And he was going to show up midway in that conversation. And she's like, oh my God, that's my ex. Don't look. No. Don't say anything. God, how do you find me? He just got out of prison. Like, saying shit like that, right? So these little 5'0" dudes, this guy would show up, and he's like, I don't remember what her name was, like Brittany or something.
Yeah.
And he goes, is that you? And he's like, okay. He's like, so this is what you're doing now? This is the new guy? And the guy's like, hey, man, like the guys are such wimps, man. Hey, guy, we're just friends. Like, we just met now. He was like, shut up. And then like, these guys would get afraid. You know what I mean? We did it with 3 different guys. They all got scared, and they were just like, you can see them just sitting still. Like, hey, do you want to get out of here? To the girl, like not even addressing him at all because they're scared,
Yeah.
We dropped that video. It did like 22,000 views. So I'm like, damn it. So nobody liked this. So we did another video of To Catch a Cheater before the channel was there. That one did 2 million like in 2 weeks.
Damn.
And I said, you know what? People like this. Like, why don't we just do a channel just dedicated to doing this? And that's what we did.
It's funny. There's a YouTube, I want to say, guideline that goes like, hey, give people what they want. And when you find a lane, they actually like the video and they watch the video, you get a lot of views, keep doing that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how a lot of things started, even pranks.
Yeah.
So that's very good.
Yeah. It's just like the same exact thing. So you don't go to if you think of franchises, you go to restaurants, they serve the exact same thing. They're not changing it. So I'm not trying to have a restaurant with a bunch of different meals. It's just this. When you land on this channel, this is what you're getting. When you land on Fresh and Fit, this is like dating advice, men stuff, right? And some women too, but like that's the niche. That's what you're getting. So that's what helped blow up the channel, and it blew up pretty quick. It felt like overnight for us, but
That's dope.
So can you tell us a little bit? You mentioned that you were an actor and everything like that. Can you tell us a little bit about your upbringing and how it led to you becoming an actor and how you got into what's it called, the SAG?
Yeah,
Okay.
the union. It's called SAG. So
Okay.
all the big
Isn't that Screen Actors Guild?
yeah, Screen Actors Guild.
Cool.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
heard of
yeah.
that. Okay,
it's called
so
SAG. Yeah.
Okay. So you're like a legit actor. You got a union. Okay. You
Yeah.
ain't like these other frauds like we bring a bunch of girls on the show. I'm an
Instagram
actress. And I'm an actor.
On
I'm like,
Instagram.
what? Yeah. So tell us about how you grew up and stuff.
Yeah, man. So I grew up actually wanting to be a comedian.
Okay.
That was my thing. And then I started
You
doing
wouldn't say because you're not funny at all.
I know, right? Not anymore.
Fucking around.
It's gone away. But I grew up wanting to do that. And then I got into like theater in middle school and high school. But then I got into sports. So I kind of just transitioned out. And, I got into boxing in middle school and high school. Then I got into wrestling in high school and college. Then after I came out of that, I got into jiu-jitsu, sales.
Where'd you grow up?
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs,
Yeah.
Florida?
No, right here in
Oh,
California.
California.
We're in
Yeah.
in Cali.
Palm Springs, California. Okay.
It's like 2 hours outside of LA.
Okay. Mexican heritage? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
first generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Mexicans.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to all you guys out
It's
there,
funny. We went to LA. You took us to what spot? You would think a Mexican spot.
Yeah.
bro. You did, man. You did. No, that was great, man.
Yeah.
We got some a lot of chips and salsa and
Chicken
tacos.
shrimp tacos.
You didn't even finish your meal as usual, but
Hey
whatever.
man, don't put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you grew up boxing, active. Then you got into sales and everything. Did you go to college or?
Yeah, for a little bit. But
Okay.
I knew, so I only went for wrestling. I didn't really care about school. I knew when I was like 14 years old, I'll never forget, it was raining. I was sitting at a bus stop and I just thought, I am poor as fuck. And like, this just can't be my life. And I remember exactly where I was, man. I was sitting there. I was buying I used to spend all the money I was making at my work on buying clothes and shit. I had like Fat Farm back then.
Oh yeah, I remember those days back in the day.
Shaq
bro.
Echo and like Fubu. I had Fubu too.
Well, how old are you, Luis?
That's some
I'm
bullshit.
33.
You're 33. Yeah. So I'm 31. Yeah, I remember that era, bro.
Yeah.
Fat Farm, Fubu, Anichi.
K-Swiss shoes. And
Yeah, Echo Unlimited, like all that shit was hot back in the day,
Hush
bro.
puppies.
Hush
What?
puppies?
Well, I don't know what that
nigga?
is. Yeah.
Yeah, shoes. Yeah, the shoes.
Those are like the sandals, right?
That's
The
like
ones you wear
telling Chris is
indoors?
a dirty Miami
Blanca.
nigga, bro. Dirty Miami. Look at what? Hush
puppies.
puppies. What? Okay.
What are those?
Yeah, what are those?
Yeah, bro. But then
Hush puppies.
I knew right then and there, I'm like, I'm not gonna have a job. Like, I'm for sure not gonna do that. Because my dad was a foreman doing concrete, and then he started his own business doing a concrete company. And I just saw the lifestyle change. Like, while I think we were like in middle school, that happened. But my dad was like a workhorse, you know? He wasn't like the brightest, and he just worked harder than everyone else, and he just figured it out, you know what I mean? And I saw that, and I thought, man, look at that lifestyle change we're having. So I'm not gonna have a job neither. So I've never had a job in my life.
So you were actually there young enough to like witness your dad transition from employee to employer.
Yeah.
And then like the crazy drastic, because at that point
we
you
had to
guys
go work
probably-
for him.
Yeah. Oh,
I was
yeah.
in 6th grade. He started taking me to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then like, did y'all like living situation improve drastically from before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But my dad like blew a lot of the money too, because we weren't financially educated. So
Of course. Yeah.
Right.
he's first time making money. Like even making 6 figures in Palm Springs is like a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
even back then.
Yep.
So yeah, man, he was buying jet skis. He bought like a boat. He got SUVs for the house. He was
Yeah.
just spending his money. But
Yeah.
Right.
he looks back on it now and thinks, damn, there's way better things he could have done.
Yeah.
But so when I went to college, when I left when I was 20, I was gonna transfer to Cal State Fullerton to keep wrestling. They dropped their wrestling team.
Oh, fuck.
So I just, you know what? I think I'm done. So I moved back. I got a job doing sales for this company. Are you guys familiar with like network marketing?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right. So
I used
that's
to
where I
do it back in the
started. What'd you do?
It's funny. I used to use Syntec Global as a fuel treatment.
Yeah.
You put it in your car, you save money on gas.
All right.
Extend the gas for like a week or two.
All right. So that's my first thing I did. And I just said, this is it. I only worked with my dad doing concrete, and then this is the only other thing I've done, right? So my first year and 4 months, I was really bad, bro. Like, I started off, I had like $8,600 saved when I started. And in a year, I was down like negative $10,000.
Holy shit.
Because I refused to get a job. I was spending money on trying to host events and trying to like make things look bigger than they were,
Yeah.
and trying to make this shit just happen. And I was just losing money every month, but I just refused to quit. Then I got to a point where I was just maxed out. I needed to figure something out. Another guy recruited me into a different company, this Mexican guy. And he was a young kid. He was the same age as me. And that guy like had paychecks to show me proof. Because there's a lot of lying in those
Yeah.
MLM companies,
Oh,
man. It's
yeah,
just a
bro.
bunch of BS.
Ponzi
bro.
A
schemes.
lot of finesse going on there.
Bro, they're worse than lawyers. They're worse than freaking. They're the biggest salesmen, liars you can
Lots
ever
of cap.
think, dude. So from that point forward, that guy was so aggressive with selling, and he'd sit there. He goes, "Show me your paychecks." Like when we'd meet with other competitor companies, because he's like, "If you don't make that, you're lying." And he just like would stare people down, and I can see them shrinking on the table. I don't know if you ever experienced that when you're talking to someone. They just start shrinking and shit. And then I'm like, man, so I learned a lot from this guy about how to sell. He introduced me to another guy named Mike Cuevas, who introduced me who taught me a lot about sales. That guy used to run like a dealership, making a lot of money. So I learned from that.
And you're very good with body language, right?
Yeah. So I got into teaching body language courses.
Yeah.
So that was the next thing, and that actually was also at the same time I learned about. You guys remember the show back in the day, MTV's The pickup artist.
Of course.
All right, bro.
That was my transitioning to moment as well.
Yeah, so I was in college when I first saw that show, and then I came out and I was doing sales, and I got reintroduced to it, read the book The Game, and I mean, I was already on that path. It just like, it honed in a lot more when I read that.
Yeah.
Plus, I was reading so much about body language and sales. I was having like 5 to 9 meetings a day, so I sit and meet with people all the time.
Damn.
And I can just see the transitions, and I learned so much about the brain, the way we think, and why armchairs exist this way to keep the body language open, to keep people from crossing their arms. I learned to hand people things when I see them closing off just to get them to open up. And then I got to a point where I just can see what they're thinking. And it's like, man, this is like, I'm not even conscious of what I'm even doing at the time. And I'm just selling because I just know like the next, oh, this is this rebuttal. Oh, this is this rebuttal. Page 7, that's that rebuttal. All right, cool. Sign here, man.
Handling objections. Just like you became like a pro at handling objections, which is, when you think about it, how you deal with women.
Exactly.
Dating, brother.
It transitioned the exact same way. Last minute resistance, all that stuff.
And he's a little player, man.
Yeah.
He knows stuff.
So, yeah, but then I did that for about 5 years. I was in a long relationship, which is interesting. So from 18 to 25, I was in about just under 7 years. I was dating the same girl.
Oh, wow.
I got cheated on by her. It was a very toxic relationship. I learned a lot from it, is all I can say. And there's more to that story. We can revisit that when I turn 30. But
okay. All right. Absolutely.
that happened, and, you know, I was 25. Her and I split. I was tired and burnt out from doing sales.
Yeah.
I hated living in Palm Springs. I was broke, basically, you know? And we split up. We were renting a house. I moved out of that house. I had no more girl, no house. And most importantly, no more dog. She took the dog. So,
Damn, she took the dog,
she
bro?
took everything, bro.
She took my dog, man.
Isn't that?
So I started over. I moved to LA at 25. I moved into this guy's living room, this gay guy's living room. I had a mattress in the corner, and I just said, all right, I'm going to become an actor. And that was it, man. I had no money. I had to borrow like $300 from my dad to put a deposit on something just to get an apartment. The next morning I woke up and I just said, I'm not going to live this scarcity mindset. So I walked over to a gym, signed up for the gym with no money even. I just like, all right, I'll figure it out. I got into selling gift cards, which is a weird, interesting hustle that I made a lot of money with. I was buying and reselling gift cards, like unwanted gift cards, all online.
Oh shit.
And that was like, it was a weird business. But you know, my real entrepreneur days, I think, started then. Because the network marketing and stuff taught me a lot about sales and people. And then I was like a little wannabe cholo back then. I used to hang around gangs and I, you know, used to love fighting and all that stuff. And then I changed completely because I was shaved head, bro, shorts hanging to my ankles type shit.
What?
Yo, the
I'm telling you, bro.
stereotypical.
Mexican, yeah.
Órale,
Bro, I had a long ass chain.
you talking shit?
Órale.
Hey,
With the
gonna be some
tacos.
problems.
With some
Long ass
tacos, some
chain.
Bean
Yeah.
tacos.
Yeah, but then, you know.
Shout out to all the Mexicans out there.
Shout out
bro.
to y'all, man.
And none of this Hispanic, bro. We're fucking Mexican. Everyone's always talking about that. Mexican. We're allowed to cuss?
Yeah. Well, no, of course, bro. Yeah. This is fresh and fucking fit.
All right,
Fresh
all
and
right.
fit, nigga. Yeah,
All right, man. But yeah, you know, I see my friends going down the wrong path and they're all getting girls pregnant or going to jail. A couple of them died. And I just thought, this can't be me. So it was weird because I started wearing like suits, you know what I mean? And I was still sagging them and shit. It looks so dumb now when I look back on it. It looked dumb. But I learned, and I used to like, if I'm being real honest, man, I had like this stigma towards like white people. I didn't like them.
Okay.
Just kind of the way we were raised. We didn't speak English when we first started out in this country. And then I started learning about money, and then like just from sales, you're constantly meeting people. And then I was like, man, you know what? I have a completely different perspective about people now. And I understand like how they're thinking, and it just changed my entire mentality. It was
Broke
like,
that mindset of like, being biased.
yeah, and I
towards
had
others.
this little small town that I was living in, you know what I mean? I was like, there's a bigger life outside of this. We never traveled.
Yeah.
I never understood. And like, you know, my white friends at school were like, oh my God, we're going to travel abroad for a month.
And you were like,
huh?
what? Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm going to go to Europe for 3 months. I'm like, how? What? Don't you guys have a job, bro? Like, how are you guys doing this?
How? Sway.
So, yeah. But, yeah, it changed my mindset. So then I just knew there was bigger things. And every passing year since then, you just continue to grow. And you guys can relate, I'm sure. I've been watching your guys' channel blowing up like crazy. And then
man.
you start
Means a lot.
realizing how
Thank
much bigger you guys can even go.
TV, network deals, syndication, all that.
YouTube's,
Question though.
we'll talk about
How'd you get into YouTube though?
that.
That's what I want to know.
So The Roommate, that was it. So I was an actor. I acted in a SoFlo video, if you guys remember him from back in the day. He had some, whatever. I don't want to talk
He's a
about that
rapper,
guy.
right?
No.
Musician.
He was the guy who used to steal people's content.
Oh wait.
SoFlo Antonio. He used to steal people's content. H3H3 used to call him out a lot. And there was like this
Where's
big,
he now?
He's a really wealthy guy, man.
Oh wow.
I have to hand it to him. As much of a little crook as that guy is, that dude is he's making some real serious money.
Damn. Oh yeah, but no, your friend, you did the prank with your friend, and then
Yeah.
I remember now.
Well,
Okay,
I acted in that guy's video. He had a BMW i8, and I remember thinking like, "What do you do?" And he goes, "Oh, just this." And he was like 21. So I thought, well, shit, I should do YouTube. I didn't know what, but then To Catch a Cheater came out. You know, that thought came out.
What year? This is what, probably like 2015, 2016
2015, and then 2016, and I think it was May of 2016 when we started.
Yeah. And back then, guys, so just so you guys know, like YouTube wasn't as big of a platform as it is now. And it's like YouTube, it had the connotation back then, at least it was like, all right, I'm going to go on YouTube to watch prank channels. Because back then I remember FuzzyTube, Vitaly TV, like pranks were what was in, bro.
Who
like,
Man TV.
Yeah, like that's what it was. Like,
yeah, I told you guys about that one.
Gold digger pranks, you know what I'm saying? So like that was a big thing. So like this is a new realm that you got into with the cheating stuff.
I'm not gonna hold you though, bro. Like on YouTube, the only people I saw that were young making it were on YouTube. I was like, how is this guy only 18, 20, driving an i8, driving a Porsche? I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
But they're making some nice checks, bro.
Yeah, I thought they were all lying.
Yeah.
I thought, they're all fakes.
Bro, it was real.
Yeah.
It's still real today.
Yeah. No, facts.
There you go.
And so okay, so and this is a great story. I'll hit the chats real quick and then we'll get back to the story, guys. Yo, guys, do me a quick favor, bro. Like the goddamn video. Because it was a lot of work to get Luis here.
Yeah. He is a very good storyteller, by the way.
Yeah. No, he's a homie, guys. Just so y'all know, like we
got some stories coming up.
Yeah, we talk at least what two times a week. Like, yeah, Luis is good people, guys.
If
like,
anyone can tell you who's a cheater, it's Luis.
Fact.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, he confirmed Miranda's not a cheater. Yes.
All right, so we got Jeffrey 279 from Canada. What is Myrina and Freshina Insta? Those chicks. We got you, man.
Oh no, it's Unplugged Fit and Fresh Prince CEO.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then we got damn.
Chris,
See, I know somebody gonna clip that and the ops gonna have it, bro.
gosh.
Yeah, we done. The ops got more content for
Hey
us.
man, free exposure, brother.
It's okay, fuck it. We got Venom 233. Last night in Miami, been an interesting trip out here. Hey, bro, hit us up on Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
Chris, Luis, how many girlfriends did you smash from your show? LOL, I'm curious.
Oh.
All right.
Up to you, Luis. You don't have to-
I can talk about it, man.
Okay,
I don't care.
all right.
A lot of them. A lot of them. I would say pretty close to half.
I believe
Like, it was an interesting trip, and we talked about this a little earlier. We were shooting guns earlier, and we were talking about this. It's just like, I kind of went from like, I was already a guy who studied game, who was going out there, I was hustling, making money. And then when I got on YouTube, that whole platform, and then just this, I'd meet girls and they'd look at me differently because, oh, he's famous kind of thing, right? And that level, that like introduction it was a different vibe. So it was just, the whole process is the same thing, just way faster. It was almost instant. It was almost like you're already seen as high status guy. They already know all these other girls are around me. They already know this dude has 3 million followers. So they just
social proof on steroids.
on site.
Guys, you can do this through Instagram. And we have a full course showing you how to do this. And look, it doesn't have to be Instagram. It could be any means possible, but the status and how you meet a girl is very important.
Yeah, man. They come to you all completely different. Here's the other thing, too, and we'll talk about this, too, later on. Yeah. Like, guys, Luis is very well-versed in, like, pickup and game and everything like that. Like, this dude isn't just, like, a guy running around like, oh, look at my blue check. Like, no, he understands social dynamics for real, guys, which we're going to get into that a little bit later. But you guys are going to be able to see, like, the difference. Because I don't think guys appreciate, like, the power of social media and or getting girls through, like, passive social proof. Unless like you do cold approach a lot. And like when you do cold approach a lot and you're operating from nothing, it's like building attraction. But when the girls actually come to you because you have some kind of social proof already built up, it's a whole other game. And like guys that like come from that era like appreciate it more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So we got Salsa Dude $5. Finally, we got a Latino guest. Got you, Salsa Dude. $20 from LT. If this man pulls out a fedora with a feather and a cane, we are in for a smackdown for real later. Big ups to the whole crew and El Hombre también. Okay? If you have a Mexican cabrones, okay? And then coexist and let live. Christian's hush puppy comment deserved the what the fuck button. What your homeboy's best pod ever. And then Viva Mexico with eyes. Shout out Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. And then we got Fresh and Fit or Bozos. Listen to my song. Okay, thank you, Jack Off Bandit.
Yeah, bro.
Sombrero.
Yeah, man.
Let's keep this on the table.
And just so y'all know, I have just so you guys know, I lived in Texas for several years, man. So I have like a very deep love for Mexican culture because I was right there on the border, guys. I lived in Laredo, Texas for several years. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I go to a Mexican restaurant, they don't ask me flour or corn, I'm like, y'all niggas ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Or tortillas. So
I mean, you got to prove it.
Yeah,
the chachas and the hats.
We got the hottest women.
So yeah, y'all got some hot girls, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Baddies, bro.
Que onda, way? So okay, so let's go to the next question. So So can you tell us a little bit? So you get into the YouTube and everything else like that. Can you tell us a little bit about like the transition with like figuring out women in the game? Because obviously you're able to take those sales skills and move it over into dating. Like, can you tell us about that?
And see the aspects of how women and men interact and how they might cheat.
Yeah, so I can say this, man.
And like the video, guys.
I'm friends with a lot of influencers out there, and you think just because they have social proof they're gonna get girls? It's not the case.
Facts.
There's some of these dudes way bigger social medias than me. They can't pull girls to save their life.
Bro, can you please hold
Say
on?
that again. Say that again.
All right.
Please say that again, brother.
All right. There's influencers out there that you guys watch with way bigger followings than me that can't pull girls to save their life.
Sheesh.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and I'm just like, that's embarrassing, bro. Like, she's basically showed up on a platter for you.
Yep.
And you don't know what to do?
Yep.
Oh my
It's
God.
sad, bro.
like,
Or they fuck it up.
Yep.
yeah, or they're, see, like, I was who I was before I got on the platform, before I got on YouTube. Like,
Yep.
I already was secure with who I was.
Yep.
A lot of these guys get their validation from being there, so they're not really secure at heart inside with who they are.
Right.
And it reflects when they're talking to girls. Girls know they're not dealing with they're not with the real deal.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I can't tell you how many guys we've met even from the podcast, right? They got status, fame, everything. But when it comes to girls, they like, yeah, they want the girl, but they don't know how to get the girl. So they'll just leave with money, leave with status.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like, if you're confident in who you are, you don't need all that stuff. It helps to bring them
Definitely
in.
helps, yeah.
Once they get in, how do you keep them but it's with game. So
Highest social proof is gonna be other women. It's just facts. I can dress like a bum, you know. It doesn't matter. It's like you have one or two hot girls on each arm. You're gonna be seen as a high status guy because there's a reason he was able to get that, and it just secures everything for the women.
damn.
You know what I mean?
I've always said it. There is no greater demonstration of higher value than having women with you, man. Having bitches gets you other bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion, by the way. That does not reflect the people on the panel. But yeah, it's literally like it's like money. If you have millions of dollars, it's easy to stay a millionaire and get other millions because you can invest that money to create other passive streams of income. Same thing with women. If you have women already, it's going to be far easier for you to get other women because social proof is crazy, and I like girls look at me like I'm wild when I say this. Like, yeah, you need girls to get other girls. No, you know, no. And I'm like, all right, well, if you go to a party, a guy invites you that you're attracted to, and it's a bunch of dudes there. Are you gonna stay? No, we're gonna leave. Okay, but let's switch around. There's a bunch of girls there. Are you gonna stay? Yes, you are. Why? Well, because you know he has social proof to some degree because other women signed off on him and came to this party. So you're going to stay at this party, even though you sit there and say, I don't like a guy that could get other girls. Shut the fuck up. You do.
And hold on, let's be real here. No girl wants a guy that can't get girls.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, of
repeat it.
course.
No girl wants a guy that can't get girls because think about it. You don't want a guy that's lame or not socially aware. You want a guy that's actually, hey, you know what? If I left him today, he could find another girl tomorrow.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just think about the dynamic. If you're in a club and you're seeing this guy over here, and he doesn't have one hot girl, he has two hot girls, each on his arm, sitting on his lap, groping him kind of thing. Everyone's checking him out. And then you have this guy over here, we'll just name him fucking Steve. He's sitting against the wall, holding his drink, looking around. It's like, well, why don't you get that guy? He's single.
Yeah.
No, I want him.
And we can make it even
You want
funnier.
that guy.
Yeah.
That dude on the wall could be fucking a Chad. And the dude in the VIP could be a fat loser.
Yeah.
They're still gonna want him.
Yeah.
Just because of the girls that he's with. That's how important social proof is. It overrides your looks.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas like if you switch around, woman's in a VIP, but she looks like crap versus a girl sitting by herself, being a loser, drinking by herself. You gonna go for the hot one. You don't
that
care
loser.
about her social status. What?
It don't matter.
That bitch fat. I'm going over here. I don't want Shamu. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, the harpoons.
yeah, bro, we got in a whole argument over that because I was saying it's unacceptable to be fat. But anyway, but okay, so we're talking about your transition to the game. So you're you're getting the ladies and everything, or actually, because you know some people that we know, right? I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, who are we talking about? Owen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Owen and Brandon Carton and
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
squad. So yeah, how'd you get linked up with them and your I guess your how do I say this evolution of game?
All right, cool. So VH1's a pickup artist. I saw that. That really took me by storm. I'm like, all right, I like this, right? Then I got into sales, so they were kind of going hand in hand, and I was meeting with people every day. And I'd meet with the girls even, older women and stuff. That's also like a really good way to learn about women is even when they're older. Just understanding how they've changed with age, and then you start seeing them as little kids again. Like, oh man, that same thinking, it's still attached. They're just older. You know what I mean? But when I got into body language, it's really when it helped. Like 100%. It's like you don't even have to say much. You can just, it's just like, man, I almost want to record us going out on your vlog or something.
Bro.
But the
less is more, bro.
yeah, when I learned about body language, it helped me understand because girls are naturally way better at this than guys. Girls are better at lying than guys. They're more socially inept. They can check a guy out without having to, like, if a girl has big boobs, right? and the guy's talking to her, he's like, like you'll catch the guy looking right at him.
Yep.
We're very singular, right? We're hunters. We evolved from that. So we have a very tunnel vision with things. So girls, their peripherals are more observant. They can be checking you out all the way by looking you in your eyes, and they can look at your dick. You know what I mean? Girls can do that. So most guys aren't really socially aware of body language or anything like that. So they don't understand how to talk to girls, or even the way they touch them or don't touch them, or understand that dynamic. And man, just the moment you learn about that stuff, completely changes conversations. I start seeing things way differently.
Yep.
So when I'm talking to a person, I can tell when there's something uncomfortable. Most people won't. And I can see, and I'm like, oh, you know what? And I learned a lot about NLP, and I learned a lot about buying patterns, and you know what's making them tick and stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, one of the best quotes I've ever heard when it comes to meeting women is just, was it Madonna who said girls just want to have fun?
Yeah, was it Madonna?
Girls just want to have fun.
I'm gonna look.
At the end of the day, that's it, man.
No, literally.
So you got to be providing that light, that energy, that fun vibe. But if you're not whole in yourself kind of thing, you're
Cindy
really not gonna be able to
Lauper
do that.
was the song.
whatever it was.
I was like thinking in my head, Madonna. Madonna is like a virgin, which is like.
No, but you're right though, because look, think about this: when you're out on a boat with a chick, right? You're on a date. You can't have her sitting there bored. You gotta give her a good experience, and then when you understand how to escalate correctly, it makes things even better. So
Honestly, they'll appreciate it because it's like you understand them better. You know what I mean? And girls are so appreciative. They want to be seduced. They want to be taken for a joyride, like a roller coaster. That's what you should be at the end of the day. It's like a roller coaster who's providing this fun, and then somehow they ended up naked.
And I like what you said. You said earlier you don't have to talk a lot, because real talk, guys talk themselves out of getting in the box because they talk too much. Like, oh, I'm an engineer. I make this much money a year. It's like, stupid. Bro,
Have a yacht.
ask her questions, engage her, let her have fun on the date, and you just simply, you know, you can like facilitate that enjoyment. Basically.
Yeah, I almost never answer questions. What do you do? Oh, I work at Toys R Us. How about you?
Toys R Us.
You know? And they go, stop. No, no, real. I'm the giraffe.
I think they're out of business.
You know? And then I'll just change the subject. Anyways, come here. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
And then I'll like, you know, just get into something else. It doesn't really matter. Words really don't matter. They're about 7% of what matters in a conversation.
Yo,
Especially with women.
the best line I let after a date is like, I feel like I know little about you. You know everything about me. Why is that? Hey, you know, time just passed. So much fun,
What's your
right?
sign?
So much fun, right?
So going back to you had that long-term girlfriend, right? And you guys broke up when you were around. You said 30?
Right, 25.
20. You were 25.
Yeah.
Were you aware of game at that point already, or so you were? So tell us about that breakup, and then like how it changed your perspective.
So I think everyone's gonna go through like at least one toxic relationship. I personally do. I mean, I don't know. But I think you go through it and you live and you learn. I was pretty stubborn about, so like my parents are a pretty good example of what a traditional marriage is. They've been married 38 years. They're all about family. They had my brother, my sister, me. They also foster parents. We got like 8 brothers and sisters outside of me.
That's a cloth that don't exist no more, bro.
Yeah.
Well, Western women at least.
They're a different breed. You know, my mom, she met my dad when she was 15. That's all she knows. You know what I mean? And I think about those old school traditions and why that dynamic worked so well. That my dad took care of the finances. He took care of being a man, being a provider. You know what I mean? Being a strong male role model. And that dynamic is healthy. And then they breeded a bunch of healthy kids that, you know, we're level-headed kids.
Yep.
But yeah, that relationship really took me through a lot because, bro, I got cheated on. This is the most beta thing you can do. I got cheated on, and I took her
And this
back.
is with your game awareness.
No, this was when I was 18.
Okay.
This is first.
Okay. All
Right?
Okay.
Then I took her back. Then there was a lot of like, you know, breaking up, getting back together, all that toxic crap that you guys kind of go
Okay.
through.
So this is the beginning of that relationship with this girl.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We went on my parents' 25-year wedding anniversary on a cruise
Okay.
to Mexico or somewhere.
Okay.
And it was Valentine's week. She cheated on me on Valentine's Day with another person.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then she denied it.
How'd you find out?
She ended up telling me, but the sad, bro, I can get deep. Oh, it's going to sting.
Let's do it.
It's okay. Let the people learn from your lessons, from your
Freshman Fit,
mistakes,
bro.
bro. Like the video, guys.
Shit. My mom's probably going to hear this, but they need to know. All right. So check this out. I came back from that cruise. Now, back then, there was only MySpace, right?
Yes.
So I think at the time,
This
it
is
was
what,
like
07, 08 right now?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw some picture of her friend, and then I saw her in a picture in a background dancing on some dude. And then like, and I remember seeing it, like, I remember my heart went in my stomach. And I felt like I was gonna die. And I'm like, you know? And then when I brought it up to her, I can just tell right away when we started talking, she seemed real nervous when I was playing it cool, not saying nothing yet. And then she ended up denying it, and then she admitted it once I told her. And then she was like, all we did was dance. It was the biggest mistake of my life. And I couldn't fathom that she would have done anything more. I thought, oh, fuck, she danced. That's still cheating to me. I don't give a shit. Like, that's not acceptable. Little did I know, she actually fucked the dude. Oh. They didn't use protection. Now, to give some details of why all this happens is, check this out. So that was over a weekend. You know the plan B is like 72 hours. You have like 3 days to take it, right? So back then we were so we were on we were like with Planned Parenthood or whatever, you know, getting condoms and all that stuff. She had her contraceptives with her. She had gotten Plan Bs from there. Back then, you used to have to go to an appointment. You'd have to do this. You couldn't get them. Like now, you can just go buy them like candy. Oh. But back then, you had to make an appointment and see a doctor. So they had given us one in advance once that we had in a brown bag I had in my apartment. So I had broken up with her, but she was lying out of her teeth because she needed to get that pill from my room in my apartment. So what had happened was, you know, she was telling me like, oh no, I would never, I danced and that was it. I swear to God. And all this stuff. And like, I believed her, bro. I believed her. So then, she made it over to my place and then like, I was going to get detailed, man. We ended up, you know, having sex.
Raw?
And and then she asked me to come in her. And she's never like, you know what I mean? It's never been like her. She was crying and it was like a weird thing. I was an 18-year-old kid. Then I did that. Then she got up and then went to go take that Plan B.
What the?
But the reason she needed the Plan B was what she was doing
with the guy.
In the 72-hour window. She's like, I need to get this pill in me, or I'm gonna get pregnant with some other kid, right? So,
damn, bro.
I'll tell you this: it really, it took me probably about 10 years to get over that, right? And you know, life goes on. I'm gonna keep moving on, but I wasn't over it, right? And I'll never forget that summer I went back to work with my dad doing concrete, and I just felt like a biggest fucking loser. Because in high school, I was the guy that every girl wanted. I had options. I had all this shit, right? I was an athlete. Then here I was. I finally had my first girlfriend, and that's what happened. And I just couldn't believe, like, I'm the guy that girls cheat with, not they cheat on. And, like, it fucked with my ego for sure.
Mind fuck.
Yeah. And I remember I was working with my dad in the summer. It's like 120 degrees. And we were driving back because it started raining in the summer one day. So we had to call it off that day. And we're driving back, and I'd been wanting to talk to my dad, but he's a real hard guy to talk to. This is the best advice I've ever received in my life, right? We're turning the corner to my place. He finally hangs up the phone, and I was like, Dad, I need to talk to you about something. Like I'm dying, man. Like, I literally wanted to kill myself, you know? And I remember my dad's like, it's just uncomfortable and shit.
Yeah.
He backs up in the driveway like we always do, and I told him the whole story of what happened because I hadn't told anyone. He's like, well, mijo, a bitch is a bitch. And then he just opens the door and he gets out of the truck. What the fuck? That was the best advice my dad's ever given me. I poured out my heart. I'm like, oh, I think I want to kill myself and all this stuff. And he's just like doesn't know what to tell me. He's like, oh, a bitch is a bitch. And that was it. And he gets out the car. If you really listen to what he's saying, he's not saying every girl's a bitch, but a bitch is a bitch. Like, a hoe's gonna be a hoe. And like, just accept the reality if that's what they are. I just couldn't understand it back then. That lesson took some years to kick in. But yeah, bro. And then like, I just did some simp ass things, and I kept going back to her because at the time I was like, this is the hottest girl I can get. And man, I saw her when we were 30, and we'll get into that. But yeah, that's kind of what fueled me when I moved out to LA. I said, dude, I have nothing to lose, man. Like, this is it.
You're a very sharp guy, and I've known this for. I could tell when we speak, you know, off air and everything like that. Besides the fact that she needed to get that pill in her so quickly, what also cemented to you that like you knew that she fucked this guy?
I didn't actually. Cheating. When I said you cheated on me, is you danced with another guy.
Okay.
You know?
You weren't.
I didn't think she fucked him.
So your main thing was like the fact that she told you, come inside me, and she's never told you to do that before.
Yeah, we were in the moment, bro. Okay. It was like real.
It was out of character for her.
Yeah, it was out of character for me too.
Okay, all right. So that's what made you think. Okay,
that's crazy though, bro. But what do we say on the show all the time? She'll be with you, first hour, leave, go to another guy's crib, and little do you know you ate her out. No, guys, right? Here's a scenario, right? And this happens all the time.
Nigga fresh.
She'll be with one dude, right? He comes inside of her, goes to your house, you eat her out, right? She'll leave that dude, go to a party, and then
I don't go down on girls, bro.
Duh, you never know, bro.
I never do it either, and everyone looks at me like, you don't eat pussy. No, I don't. Y'all are disgusting.
Yeah.
Hold on. No. If it's my main girl, I will. But that being said, if it's not, nah. stupid.
All right, well, that's it. Oh, my bad. My finger slipped. So, damn, man, that was profound wisdom from your father, though,
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Like, that's crazy. A bitch is a bitch. That's probably the quote of the night right there. So okay, let's talk about. So you years pass.
Yeah.
Right. You know, let's fast forward here, right? Like,
This is gonna get good, but yeah.
No, I was gonna ask a question. So, okay, what's the next step for you then? And then, how is it with YouTube and the girls?
We're fast forwarding all the way up to now.
No.
no. Fast forward to when you see her at 30 years old.
Yeah, 30.
All right, so she reached out to me when we were 29, randomly, bro. Randomly reached out to me. Now I knew To Catch a Cheater was blowing up, right?
Yeah.
And she sends me I get a weird message on Instagram, and I'm like, no way, what? You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's weird because she's the only girl that's ever been able to play me like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I learned so much about this, man. And you know the book, Rollo Tomasi's The Way of the Superior Man?
Okay. Or the Rational Male, you mean?
I'm
Or
saying, no, The Way of the Superior Man.
Who wrote the Way of
Wasn't
the
it,
Superior Man?
It's not Rollo.
Rollo Tomasi wrote the Rational Male. Shout out to him, guys. Damn, who?
David Data?
Someone I know in the chat's gonna put it.
Yeah, someone in the chat put it.
The
Anyways,
Way of the Superior Man.
so check this out. There's such a dynamic
David
that happened.
Data. There you
David
go.
Data. Yeah.
David did it, yeah.
So we met when we were 30. I had my Maserati. I was living this debt-free lifestyle.
Hey.
I had hundreds of $1,000s in my account, like
Yep.
liquid. And she asked me to meet up. And I just said, okay. Now here's the thing. When we broke up when we were 25, we were almost 7 years. And right away she gets into another relationship.
Oh.
And I remember I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's a
Like, how? How is that even possible? You know what I mean? And we talked about this earlier too, right? Girls are naturally hardwired to open up to the next alpha male because for survival reasons, they don't want to get killed. So they need to attach themselves. So then, she got into this other relationship and I'm like, they probably broke up. So then we met up. I stared at her across the table and I'm just thinking like, what the fuck did I see in this girl? It almost took that to get that out of my system.
Right.
Because here's the thing here's what I can say to any young guy that's listening right now. If you're in your early 20s and all that stuff and you're dealing with this drama from girls and you don't have life the way you want it, and you break up, we talk about it's unfair that a girl, the moment they break up, she can just raise her hand and say, who wants to fuck me?
Facts.
Guys are going to just line up, right?
Facts.
It's all the time.
And a guy, he doesn't have that same opportunity, especially if he's not really, the A-type personality, alpha male type dude. Especially if he was committed to her, he cuts out every other girl. He just starts looking like a loser. So, but here's the positive to that. Because of that, so we were 25, we split up. She never had to work on herself because she was a pretty girl. Why should she? So she immediately jumped into another relationship. The same toxic energy. We fucked. So she cheated on her man, by the way. I'll get into that. Same toxic energy that she
after
had.
she hits you up at 29. Okay.
I was like, fuck him. So anyways, so then, and I think they're like married now. I don't know. I feel bad, bro. So, because she was a pretty girl at 25, she just got into another relationship, right?
Yep.
She never had to develop any character, never had to work on her problems.
Exactly.
Now, when a girl's confidence is low, it's like, do more or less guys show up? More guys.
More guys.
When a guy's confidence is low, do more or less girls show up?
Less.
Yeah, you get nothing, right? So I was starting over in life, but that forced me to have to grow bigger than what I was. It forced me to have to change the way I think. It forced a lot of change or die. It's like, those are your options, bro. You're going to evolve or you're going to sit there. You know what I mean? So because of that, from 25 to 29, right before her 30th, I just changed so much.
Leveled up
and I
crazy.
looked at her and I'm like, damn, she's the exact same girl. And I can tell that they went through like a breakup. She hooked up with me, then she went back to him. And I'm like, he's never going to know. Unless he's watching FreshandFit, and I hope he is.
Oh,
man. I hope this makes
she
its
have
way to
kids?
him. Does she have kids now?
Okay.
And then now, that's a funny
Here,
thing.
put the camera on Luis. Luis, let him know.
Yeah.
Tell him. Point at the camera. Let that nigga know it's that one right there.
Thanks for letting me pump your girl.
Oh!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So, the crazy thing is, bro,
I guess you
there's-
could tell how to catch a cheater.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Luis.
damn, I was gonna say something about that she was with that guy.
Kids.
She was with him.
Kids.
Oh
You
no.
smashed her.
Here's just a funny thing. Here's just a
She
funny-
never changed.
Here's
You
a funny,
did.
interesting dynamic because she's now 34 years old, right? Because I'm 33. She's a little bit older. She never had to change, right? We both had the same philosophical thinking about things, right? Like if Trump was around in that era, we would have both liked him. Her dad's in the military. There's just a philosophy we had about hard work and things like that. Now she's 34. She never got married. She doesn't have kids. Her values, like we almost don't even see those girls, right?
Yep.
They don't even pop up on our radar, unless they're like
For nothing outside of sex.
I mean, even then,
it's like, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like, there's just way hotter girls that are younger. So because of that, it's funny how she's turned into like this. I don't want to call her a feminist, but bro, her ideologies have changed so much. She's mad at the world. She hates everything. It's like, because you never worked on yourself, and this is what happens. And now you're mad at the way those choices you made back then have a consequence, and you're seeing it now. And you know what? And my choices had a consequence, and fucking multimillionaire. So here we are.
See,
That is probably one of the best get the last laugh stories I've heard in a very long fucking time.
Laughing
I
to
ain't
the
gonna
bank.
hold you. Like, this is legendary. Bro, you're a great storyteller, bro. What the hell? It's fire.
I'll say this too, because I'm really glad that you told that story, because I talked about this yesterday and the girls got mad and I had to kick that dumb bimbo out. But I've always said it, that beautiful women rarely, if ever, self-improve. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have more obese women than men. This is why so many women are entitled. This is why so many modern day women are just, they're not in tune with reality, because I've always said that men have to live in a fact-based reality. You were down bad and you were like, adapt or die. I have to change or else I'm not going to get what I want. Women, however, don't come to that startling realization until it's too fucking late. And by the time it's too late, 34 years old, don't have the same options, can't bear children, etc., too fucking late. Realities hit them, they can't go back.
Yep.
Mother Nature gives them their gifts, and Father Time takes it away. And by the time he takes it away, that's when they finally fucking realize and they can't do anything about it. And that's the beauty about being a man, is that you have to live in a fact-based reality and understand, okay, well, this isn't working. So my reality is reinforcing that it isn't working because I'm sad, I feel like shit, I'm not getting girls, I'm getting made fun of. I constantly get told I'm a loser. Women, though, get coddled.
Yep.
If you're a fat bitch that's a loser and you don't self-improve, nobody's going to tell you, hey, you're a fat, dumb bitch, because that's considered taboo or bullying or whatever, and we're taught never to hold women accountable. But I think we need to, because it's better for you to tell her at 21, you're a dumb bimbo, you need to change, than her go on and become 31, behave the same way, and you alluded to that earlier, and no self-improvement, and then bam, they're single and cats forever. And I think a lot of modern day women are figuring this out, that, damn, I can't have it all. I have to self-improve if I want to get the man that I want. And it's crazy, because when I told girls, why should he bring all this to the table, yet you don't have to change? He should accept you for how you are, but you're not necessarily accepting him for how he is. He's got to change. And they don't have an answer to that, and it's because we tell women all the time, you're perfect no matter how you are. You don't have to self-improve. And I'm here to tell y'all dumb hoes that are watching, all three of you, you got to improve just like us, okay? So...
But as for a guy, like, you go through a bad breakup, like, either, like you said, do or die, and you hit the gym if you want to improve, you get more money, you invest in yourself, and you become better. But if a woman goes through a breakup, it's like, oh, next guy on the list, all right, cool, Timmy's here on social media, on Facebook or Tinder, whatever, I'll just go with him.
Yeah.
So they don't ever improve on themselves. Like,
They don't
like
need to, yeah. It's crazy, but I'm so glad I'm a guy. I'll say that.
Yeah. Dude, that story, I got a lot of, pause, no homo, I got a lot of satisfaction from that, man, because that was like, bro, that's the ultimate, like, fucking get the last laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, men age like wine, women age like milk, bro.
So guys,
it's so true.
Don't ever give up, man.
Don't ever give up, bro.
Nope. All right.
$5, Angel Padilla. Thoughts on buff chicks because muscles ain't cute? I mean, it is what it is. Alexandro Garcia. Myron, you from Laredo? How did you smash from here? No, I'm not from Laredo. I lived there for several years, though. AH, $5. Madonna Material Girl. Okay, $5. ANT Tycoon. Myron got on shorts and Fresh got on a turtleneck. What is the damn weather? And MIA, LMAO. Much love, FNF.
How you see my turtleneck?
He can see it through because
Yeah.
you can see
shit.
it.
Okay.
Ant Tycoon, Myron got. Oh no, sorry. I feel you. This is from Archer. I feel, Luis, I'm a DACA recipient, so I can't leave the U.S. without permission. My ex planned a cruise with her mom to the Bahamas. She didn't invite me. She came back. I knew what time it was. She cheated. R.I.P. 3 years. Damn, bro. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Buggy, the trainer, Fresh, I fucks with you, but hope you listen to that man and don't get finesse as well.
Nigga, do I look like I'm gonna get finesse?
I knew someone's gonna say some shit.
Oh, man.
Yo, tell us some of the craziest
Stories.
cheater stories.
Yeah.
I know people want to hear that. And guys, please, like, how many likes we at, Chris?
1.3.
Guys, there's 3,000 plus of y'all watching right now, bro.
Like the video, man.
Can you at least get us to 2.5K likes, guys? That was an awesome story. You know, a bitch is a bitch, bro. That's the quote of tonight. Like,
That should be one of those buttons that you push.
yeah, I'm gonna, bro. If you get your dad to like maybe sound sample that, I'll put it on the soundboard, bro. A bitch is a bitch.
Yo, imagine the Mexican accent. Mijo, bitch is the bitch.
Yeah, bitch is a bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, tell us some of the craziest stories from Catch a Cheater, bro.
Or even the one that you told me earlier.
All right, I can tell some of those, man. So it's crazy because, like, if a couple's gone to the point where a girl needs to test her man or whatever, it's already bad, right? Same thing. If a guy's testing a girl, I always felt bad for them extra worse for some reason. Because I knew, I'm like, bro, you know she's cheating, like, and you're probably gonna take her back anyways. And I've been there, so I feel for you. There was one of the funniest ones was in the beginning when we first started. We sent this guy, we're like, all right, we were testing a bunch of dudes by sending girls. So we're like, well, let's test a girl. It's hard. You got to get guys who know game. So we had this one guy named J-Star. He's like a rapper out there in LA. And he goes, man, he was just a smooth guy. And like, we were waiting for this girl to go inside her job. So the boyfriend's there watching and we're waiting for her and she's arriving. And he's like, you know, this is a smooth talking guy. He's like, you know, it's just like that. He's like, excuse me, can I like talk to you for a minute? Shit, like, I just think you're gorgeous. She's like, oh, thank you. Like, you know, and she's like, oh, where you going? You're in a rush, you know, maybe get your number, you know? And she's like, okay. Right? She goes, I have to warn you. So we all thought she was going to say she has a boyfriend. She's like, I have to warn you, I'm going out of town this weekend with my family to Yucaipa, but when we come back, you know, we can definitely do something. Like, all right. He's like, well, let me get your number, you know? And then she's like, all right, what are you doing? Are you just standing here hitting on random girls? And he goes, no, I saw you and I just thought I'd come say hi. She goes, all right. She goes, I'm Christina, by the way. What's your name? He goes, oh, I'm J-Star. She goes, what? He's like, J-Star, I'm a rapper. So the guy sitting in the chair is just like the most beta looking dude. And he's just watching and he's like, oh, he's getting mad, right? And she's going for it. She's laughing at his jokes. And he goes, I'm a rapper. And he goes, oh, great. He's a rapper. I'm so fucked. Like, he's like, I'm so fucked. Yo. He's a rapper. That's it.
No.
Another one.
We had one where we were going to get our asses whooped, bro. There was like a mob of like 12 dudes. And one of them was a boyfriend. They were going to this concert. So we had these two girls approaching him, you know, and the guys are hitting on him. And then one of them's like tapping the guy and he starts pointing at the camera. I'm like, fuck, Sam, move. Let's move. Like they're seeing us. So the guys are like, they're all drunk. And they were staring at us at the camera.
Was it to test the girls or the guys?
Yeah, we were testing the boyfriend. And he was in that group. He's in that group of like 12 dudes. There was one of them was a boyfriend.
So you're doing it for the girl to test her boyfriend. Okay. And he's there. There was homies at a concert.
Yeah, there's like 12 of them.
Okay.
And then my friend Gia, who's an ass model, she has a YouTube channel. It's all dedicated to making your ass bigger. She's like a fitness model. That's all she does.
Okay.
So we sent her.
Okay.
You know, and they were going for it. All of them were trying to get at her, you know, but it was like, damn, we need to test just this one guy.
Yeah.
And then they saw it, and then they're like, oh, are they recording us? And Gia's like, oh, I don't know. Who are they? Like, you know, she's playing it off.
Yeah.
And they all start walking towards us. And I'm like, all right, just be chill, dude. And then Sam, you know, he couldn't defend himself if he tried, man. He's small, frail.
Sam is a guy on your team.
Yeah, he's my camera guy.
Camera guy behind the scenes.
So I'm like, oh, man, bro, they're going to want to fight. So they start coming up to us. And then right away, one of them tried grabbing the camera from Sam, and he moved it. And then I'm like, yo, you know, like trying to get everyone to chill. It was like this big thing because they were all mobbing. And I'm like, damn, bro, like.
Y'all were at a music concert?
No, so this is in Redondo Beach. They had like this outdoor festival on the beach.
Oh, okay.
So right before you go into that entrance, everyone has to kind of go through this tunnel way. Oh. And that's kind of how we knew to like where to be.
Okay.
And yeah, no, man. I mean, I can get detailed into it. They were just basically, they're all getting aggressive, so we're gonna fuck you up. And like, I'm like, hey, bro, we're just shooting some prank. We weren't even filming you guys. It's something else, you know. Like, just let me see the footage. Let me see the footage. And you're like, bro, we're not gonna show you the footage, bro. Get out of here. And then you start seeing them walk behind you, so you start opening up this way. And like they're just trying to circle you, and you're just like, damn, bro. There's like, I almost want to take off running, but Sam would be stuck there.
Yeah,
so I'm like, nothing ended up happening. The sad ones I'd say are like we'd had married couples. Mm-hmm. So we had this married couple that a wife put her husband to the test.
Okay.
I don't know if we can play any of these on here live or not, but
we probably can as long as your people don't hit us with the copyright.
We won't, bro. We don't even check that channel anymore.
Okay.
But
let's do it for the late night show.
Oh, for the late night show?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can put the best ones.
Yeah, man. I felt bad, but the girl wanted to know. They've been married for 5 years, and this blonde girl came up to him, started hitting on him. This Asian guy, and she's like, "Do you want to hang out?" He's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Do you have a girlfriend?" He goes, "No. Well." He's like, "Oh, you're married?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm married." She's like, "Well, do you want to hang out anyways?" He goes, "Yeah, anyway." She goes, "Oh, what about your wife? Will she care?" He goes, "Well, she won't know." So we won't tell her. He's like, "No."
Real nigga.
Yeah. Asian guy.
Yeah.
Real Asian. So then
This nigga.
she goes, okay. She goes, do you have condoms? He's like, condoms? He's like, yeah. He's like, go get some. He's like, okay. He's like, okay. So I'll call you later and we'll hang out tonight. He's like, yeah. You know? They're still together. That couple's still together, by the way.
Hey.
Wow.
But that was like, I felt bad on that one because the wife was crying and I'm like,
But she
You
got
know?
turned on though. Deep down, she's like, "Hey."
So
Yeah.
you have a question on the show where you basically answer the person, what counts as cheating?
Oh,
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to get a lot of crap. I was like I don't even know what kind of host I would be considered, man, because I was like, I'd like to start controversy, and I would just make things worse. Girls would get cheated on. They're sitting right next to me. They'd see their boyfriend, flirting and willing to cheat, and now they're willing to, get some revenge. So it's kind of a nice setup. They're like the first guy that I see, and I'm like,
Example A,
Yeah.
Luis.
I'm like, damn, if only you can find just a good-looking, confident dude that's like, just be checking out, and they're like, but yeah, some of those are good. You just said something though right now.
Yeah, so basically, you asked the question, how far is cheating?
Yeah, well, no. Do you consider that cheating?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I took it too far. There was some because here's the thing. At what point is it considered cheating, right? And I'm pretty extreme about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just sex to me. Like, if you're fucking talking to a guy,
Yeah, text.
if a guy's hitting on you, you don't tell him to fuck off within like 10 seconds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, extra points. You know what I mean? For a girl, when a girl's that loyal to you, you're just like, I don't know about you guys. But
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
no, 100%. Yeah, yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
more scene.
To
Tell him to
me,
fuck off.
loyalty is number one. If you're
Yeah.
not loyal to me, I'm cool,
Yeah,
bro.
you shouldn't even be talking to other guys.
Yeah.
Bro, when we bring girls on the show, I tell them all the time, like, bro, it's cheating if you even entertain another guy or talk
Yeah.
to another guy. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is, because it's way easier for you guys to get sex. So we don't play by the same set of rules. So you can go to the club and talk to girls. Yeah, I can, because we're not the same, like,
Yeah.
at all. You know what I'm saying? And I hate this because women love double standards when it benefits them, but they don't love double standards when it doesn't benefit them.
Yeah.
They're always quick to point out, well, that's not fair, blah, blah, blah. It's also not fair that you can make $10K a month selling fucking feet pictures. But no one says anything to that.
I
But when
can't.
I say, yeah, we can't do that
I'm
shit.
trying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always say, like, bro, for all my video gamers out there, if you beat the game on hard mode, right, and you get that prestige thing next to your name.
I worked for it.
And you get the golden gun. You ain't gonna be happy if some motherfucker in easy mode gets the same prestige, because you know they cheated and they played at an easy level to get that goddamn benefit.
Those
So they don't
hackers.
get it. You know what I'm saying? They're like cheating. So men play the game on hard mode, so we get hard mode benefits, such as we can do whatever the hell we want because we're not the same at all.
Yeah.
But women always want to say we're the same when it benefits them, but then they want to say I'm a lady when it benefits them.
Yo, I laugh when they say, "Oh, I just gave my Snapchat, my Instagram." It's not that serious, bitch.
Yeah.
He's gonna
It's
text
already
you.
the start,
He's gonna
yeah.
damn you. That's the start of it.
Because I was asking your friend earlier, right? I was like, well, what do you consider cheating? At what point is it cheating? So like, if you walked in, and you caught your girl smashing another dude, is that cheating? They're like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm like, all right, well, what if you happen to open the door right before they're about to start, but they hadn't done it yet? Is that cheating? To me, it's like, fuck yeah, it is. You're in the room, you're breathing in the same air as that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Some guys are for, and I was one of those, so I can't even talk shit, but it's just like, some guys will forgive it. Well, she wasn't really like, bro, she straight up giving out her number, agreeing to hang out just because he didn't fuck, because he's our decoy, because he's not supposed to. You know what I mean? It's like, but then you're going to take her back. Like, what, you know what kind of girl you're getting right here.
Yo, my thing is, if you open up a door, for example, right? Let's say a door is closed, right? You open up that door, anything can happen. Anything can go in that door, it could like come out. But if it's shut, you say, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to entertain this scenario. Then you're good. But the moment you say, you know what? You can add me on Snapchat or add me on Instagram. That's how it starts, and that
Yeah.
open door leads to like problems, man.
And we got a big $500 super chat here from our boy
Black
fucking
Lemur.
Black Lemur.
There we go.
If you suspect your partner of cheating, call Luis. He'll set up a test to see if they're faithful. Be warned, he will let it go all the way and then laugh in your face, i.e. the computer repair
He
guy.
ain't playing.
So you get another one, my friend.
Bro, we, all right. So there's this one episode where, like, I don't control what people do after the show.
Yeah.
So, these guys, they're ruthless, man. Guys are, they're out here trying to get pussy. So
Yeah, of course.
This guy, we hired him to go hit on this girl,
Yeah.
and he ended up fucking her.
What?
So the boyfriend essentially paid us to test this, to let his girl get smashed by another dude.
Oh, God.
Man, it's bad, and you paid for it.
Bruh.
And so they like fucked on camera?
No. We didn't record that. We didn't record that.
Yeah.
No, that was just off.
Okay. Yeah, bro. It's just what I've always like when women say this,
That's
like,
sad,
oh
though. That's
well,
sad.
well, can you go talk to girls and all this other stuff? And I've like for women, since it's so easy for them, they can't play by our rules, bro. And it's just amazing to me how like guys, going back to what you were saying,
Equality.
the men are
Myron,
like,
equality.
yeah, like the men are like, well, it's not like that. Like they didn't actually have sex or whatever. And the problem is that so many guys think that men and women are equal. You know what I'm saying? And they use the female lens to look at the world, and they're like, well, she just talked to him. It's not that big a deal. Blah blah blah. But they don't get it that like, bro, for your woman to fuck up, like the thing, I think that the biggest mistake that men don't understand is that women live in a world of plausible deniability. They like, girls always put themselves, if they put themselves in a situation where they can't cheat, but they're not necessarily doing it, it's still cheating because women operate on plausible deniability. And if anyone doesn't believe me, think about it. You don't tell a chick when you're on a date with her, let's go back to my place so we can fornicate. You have to tell her some bullshit. Hey, let's go back and check out the balcony. Hey, let's go back and have a drink. Hey, let me show you these tapes of me traveling to fucking Brazil. You always have to create an air of plausible deniability to protect her own ego from feeling like a hoe.
Yeah.
So if a woman allows herself to even play the game of plausible deniability, she's fucking cheating. And I think guys don't understand that because women don't take accountability in anything they do when it comes to relationships with men.
We said that earlier.
You know what I'm saying? They just can't, and they don't because they don't want to be looked at as the aggressor. They don't want to feel like a hoe. And a matter of fact, and we know because we read these kinds of books, one of the biggest things you have to do as a man when you're dealing with a girl is you have to break down that anti-slut defense, right? Shout out to Mystery, talks about this. And then on top of that, you have to prevent her from having buyer's remorse. Well, what is that? That's appealing to plausible deniability to not make her feel like a slut. So half of game is leveraging plausible deniability to get laid. So if your girl puts herself in a position to even use that tool, it's cheating. And I want you guys to all take that and burn that into your heads. It's not the same if she gets a phone number versus you getting a phone number at fucking all, guys, okay? Don't let these modern day women try to sit here and tell you, oh, but it's not, it's just this, it's just that. They're always going to downplay it, bro.
Myron, too much heat. The girls are backstage.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, too much heat.
Oh, oh well. So, what else? What else? Was there anything?
I think we could, Luis, any last thoughts on where can they find you, brother?
Instagram, Real Luis Mercado.
And what's your new channel on YouTube?
Yes, I started a new channel, and I guess we can probably talk about that later. But start a new channel for finance reasons, pretty much. Just more money. YouTube's changing their platform, so I kind of changed with them. So Life Lessons with Luis.
Adapt.
New channel, about to hit 800K. Might happen in like
Go
the next
subscribe to
hour
this
or so.
goddamn YouTube channel.
Chris, could you bring it real quick, bro?
Yeah, let's pull up the channel real fast.
I'm gonna plug it in the actual live stream to get.
And there's 3,500 of you guys watching right now. Guys, please do me a favor. I didn't want to stop the show because this was a really fucking lit interview. Obviously, I wanted you guys to kind of see Luis's mindset.
Okay.
Like the video.
So that's the link there, Chris. And then just real quick, Luis, just end the show with this. What is cheating?
Anything you can't do without your partner being in the same room, I would consider that cheating.
Bam. I love that. That's
That's a good litmus test.
That's excellent.
That's a really good litmus test.
Did
And
you
this
see
is
here, guys?
this is his YouTube channel. He smashed us in views. Or wait, are we winning? No,
Yeah,
but we won't pull it up. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
And then this is his YouTube channel right here, guys. And you do like reenactments, right? Kind of like with
I do like little stories, man.
Like little stories?
I take little
we
ideas.
have actors and actresses playing it out,
I take
right?
stories
Yeah.
and I have actors act it out, and then it's a young audience for sure.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff.
It's funny.
man.
He was doing How to Catch a Cheater. It was helping people with life lessons. All right, man. So
Yeah.
we got a show with some girls actually right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, we got some ladies in the house, so we're gonna do the show right now. Probably we're gonna go like around 10:30.
30 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, in about 30 minutes or so, guys. We'll get going. But I hope you guys enjoyed that show. And other than that, man, like the goddamn video.
This was a fire
there's-
episode, man.
Yeah, it was.
So many gems in here, guys. Just watch it over if you need to, but this is fire.
DNZoneSystem.com by his way as
And
well.
the course is down below.
Yep, and subscribe to Luis's channel. Life Lessons with Luis is the new one, and then also How to Catch a Cheater. And also follow him on Instagram, guys. I linked everything below.
Yep.
Wait,
Check him out.
Let me.
Oh, more chats? Oh, sorry. Elijah took more than $20 all the way from Australia. When men can age, we can look like Sean Connery. When women age, they could look like Sean Connery.
God damn it. Adam Willen.
I was in a business meeting yesterday, and when a woman responded to a presentation with, I feel like I accidentally said merch out loud. Oh, man.
Oh,
We're
my
fucking y'all
goodness.
up, bro.
Sorry, fam.
And then we got Coexist and Let Live. Hey, Myron, I understand you've invited AMS this month. Do you have a date in mind? Hey, guys, AMS is not coming, guys, all right? Some things came up. We're still cool with them. Don't think
Yeah.
it's that, but maybe when we hit 1 million subscribers, we'll tell you guys the full story behind that.
That's what I said.
Shout out
Good
to
stuff.
Rash Lamel.
Rolo Tomasi.
Rolo Tomasi in the house.
All right.
And like the video, guys. We'll be back right here with some ladies. So
And
just let
again,
us set
thank
up.
you, Black Lemur, as well.
Yeah, shout out to you,
brother.
Black Lemur. We love you, bro. And we'll see you guys back here in about 30 minutes. Peace.
Peace.